Hey everybody, this is Marcos. Welcome to the Living Life Show. HBO has retired from its catalog the 1939 Academy Award winning movie Gone with the Wind. HBO explained that this movie shows racial depictions that were wrong then and are wrong now. And HBO is not alone. Netflix, for example, is doing the same thing with the British show Little Britain. At a moment where people are taking down monuments of racist characters in many different cities all around the world. But why is this happening now? Why didn't it happen a year ago or a month ago? What has changed that is forcing us to act now? And asking this question got me thinking about a mythological story, the mythological story of Zeus, the king of gods, and Semele, his mortal lover. Zeus and Semele were in love. Semele was a mortal, so whenever they were together, Zeus would adopt a form that Semele could handle. And after some time, Semele asked Zeus to grant her a wish. She told him, "I want you to grant me a very small wish, a wish that has nothing to do with money and that has nothing to do with power. It is a very small wish, but it is a very important wish for me." So Zeus accepted. And then Semele told him that her wish was to see him as he really was, so that he would show himself to her at that moment how he really was. Zeus immediately understood the terrible consequences that this was going to have. So he refused. He said no. He tried to convince Semele, he tried to persuade her, but he was unsuccessful. Semele said, "Listen, this is what I want, this is my wish, you promised, you gave me your word, now you have to give it to me." Zeus had to agree. He had given his word was sacred, and he could not break it. So he started transforming himself and showing himself, and then he started growing larger and larger with fierce increasing brightness, and this radiance transformed into bolts, so intense and so powerful that it ended up killing Semele. Truth can be harsh, but once we see the truth, we cannot unsee it. It stays with us, for better or for worse. And our former self, the one that was living sideways to reality, dies at that moment. And a new self is born. And that is the moment when change becomes unstoppable. That is the tipping point. That is the moment when movies are removed, when monuments are taken down, and when everybody understands that there is one single way forward, the way for freedom, for justice, and for equality. Because what is right, and what is wrong, and what is wrong today was wrong yesterday and will be wrong tomorrow. There is one golden rule of the human soul that is found in the heart of every religion, and this is to treat others as we wish to be treated, to do to others what we would have them do to us. And there is no grossest violation of this golden rule than to have abusers and abused, oppressors and oppressed. And oppressors exist because society allows them, tolerates them, enables them to exist. Back in 1971, the Stanford prison experiment already showed us how disgusting and how cruel behaviors standard people could adopt towards fellow students under specific environments. And for these environments to flourish, there were only two factors that were needed. One was the possibility to oppress, and the other one was the absence of accountability. But there are some values that are inextricable from the human soul. Values like justice, like freedom, and like equality. These are values that are worth standing for. And when these values are challenged, we have to speak up. Every movement that has advanced the cause of humankind has met with fierce resistance. But every single movement comes to a point where it is resolved by a single choice between right or wrong, and because of who we are as human beings, the outcome is foreordained. It will not be easy, and we will to face a number of no's. But as the great American poet Wallace Stevens said, after the last no comes a yes, and on that yes, the entire world depends. This has been our show for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. We hope that you've liked it. Stay tuned and see you soon.